All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking I'm back. And to close this out in the Swain Batty League finals, we we got some more League of Legends for y'all. I'm here with Zed to close this one out. Zed, are you ready?
Well, Swift, I am ready. We made it to the finals one way or another, right?
Yeah, and it's a rematch of a round one game, and it is, now that we got to watch the Shitters' whole losers run, it's the only game where the Shitters were challenged at all. Pre-tournament predictions, we thought that the Shitters may just have enough skill across the board to outskill every team, and that's what happened in their last two games. But the Moron 5 really surprised us with how well they were keeping up as individual players. Obviously, they've won both of their matches for a reason. So I am really curious to see, is it the Shitters that have figured something out over the course of this tournament, or are these just the two most skilled teams?
Well, as someone who's lost to both of these teams today, let me tell you, I'm hoping we find a way they both lose.
You still don't
Uh,
win, even if that happens. Just
oh, that's not how that works?
no, I'm sorry.
Well, in
I,
that case, I'm gonna go with the Shitters, who, despite the extreme false advertising in their name,
it was a misdirection.
yeah, they got us pretty. They're called the Shitters. How the hell are they beating us so bad?
Yeah, you hate when that happens.
A critical Shen pick on Milk, though. They both played
Oh,
Shen against us,
yes,
and
that's big.
it's a big baddie league thing, right? All you need is a huge ass shield for whoever's actually good on your team, and you're set.
And a guaranteed way for that player to join the fight wherever it's being picked. And I really especially like this as a denial on Mr. Coffee. I think with his play style, there is not going to be a champion he can be nearly as effective on as he would have been on this Shen. And so we're going to have to see what he's going to choose to do differently now.
Yeah,
Real,
that's interesting. I think Coffee's Shen was looking probably a little better than Maximilian, so it's good to take that away from him.
yeah, I mean, this is the finals now. These teams have all played a few games. You get to start. Okay. That could be interesting. Now, that is a pick. You cannot be doing this AFK farming in the side lane things as the Malphite. You have to be joining your team. You have to be threatening engages.
Right, you are the playmaker now.
So I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. A real quick format update for anyone who is not aware. This is a double elimination bracket. So the way it works is because the Moron 5 are coming out of winners, if they win this game, they win the tournaments. If the Shitters win, they force a bracket reset, and they will play another game to determine who the champion is.
I think we might see it.
I wouldn't be shocked. It was a competitive game when they played earlier, and I mean, we're getting into some form here for the Shitters. So obviously, I would love to see two games here just for the sake of seeing more League of Legends.
Yeah, I could handle that. Jin going over that to Joey. That is a scary pickup for him.
That's pretty much his first choice of champion, to my knowledge. So he's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
happy he's getting that back after it had been banned a few times earlier.
Yeah, we did not want to let him get that in our game.
I must not fall.
Like the Leona ban, we've seen a lot of Leona today as well.
Yeah, one of the strongest picks in the meta right now. You obviously, if you've watched Worlds, you saw her in a lot of games. Another denial pick, Ziggs being taken by Cruise Master. I mean, I think both of these mids have played Ziggs today, but Salvo, I think, has played Ziggs every game.
Will haunt you.
That sounds right. And we saw a game one today. Cruz was just going off on that Ziggs. So yeah, I like the early pick up there.
Did they just ban Syndra after the enemy team had already picked a mid?
Yeah.
Maybe they're planning for Ziggs somewhere else. I mean, their Ziggs bot was a thing in some metas.
Some teams, I think, just have their list of 5 bans and they just kind of do it.
Well, we will see here as Tree is going to be forced off that Swain for the first time today, and Thresh and Blitz going to some classic picks not going to be available there for him. So we'll see if he wants to stick with something aggressive. I think he's played a little bit of the Pike. Could maybe make some sense.
His Pike is disgusting, and we banned it from him when we played him. He hasn't picked it yet, but I do not want to see that.
That might be why they're waiting for the last pick, because they want to see the lane here. By the way, Salvo, great pick for those of you. LS, the now coach to be of T1 and Faker, says if you are basically a below challenger level player, you should just be playing Annie to gain solo queue rating. because you want to
Really?
play his character that requires as little mechanical skill as possible. Unless
That's
you are
fair.
a great player. And Nami Ash, I think Pike is super available here.
Oh, I think that'd be really good.
I just got a heads up that apparently there were some Wang bans aren't legit. I don't necessarily know if that means he misbans or he's trolling, but I don't
Okay.
really care. Senna is not as exciting as Pike.
No, but also a classic tree champ. Maybe his most played champ. I think he pretty much wants to play every game he can when I've been playing with him.
So it'll be a little less aggressive than what we've seen out of him so far, but still a really powerful pick. I mean, we've seen her more at the 80 carry spot lately, but she's still very viable at support.
There's the update. Wang banned Syndra. Stubba was gonna play it.
Oh, you
So
know.
the classic team captain throw.
See, he's used to solo queue where he only has to ban one game at a time. Wang has actually been ruined by all the solo queue he plays.
You may have noticed in our first game where we just didn't ban a champ because we were not ready.
Yeah, we were enjoying that.
Yeah,
So,
turns out we didn't need
it. All right, so.
Oh, they were supposed to ban the Ash. Oops.
Well, it's okay because at least you you only get eliminated if you lose this game.
Yeah, no big deal. No pressure. They got SBL Season 12 coming up soon, so it's not that big of a deal, right?
Real quick, we are approaching the end of the evening, so we've still got a few chances to donate some money to charity. The kids, they could use your money. You've all
Help
given
the
us a
kids.
lot. Give us some more. It's all for the kids.
Empty those wallets.
Like I said, eat ramen for a while.
Sell your house, Joey.
Oh hey, I got a DM I didn't notice because I was in streamer mode. Insider info: Wang banned Salvo's pick, followed by all caps Lamau. So you know, the baddie league's back.
Hey, at least they have a nice, easy person to blame on their team if they lose. That's important in the baddie league.
Yeah, you always want to not be the person at fault. All right, Zed, we got 2 minutes. We're not going to talk about this game for 2 minutes.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
The SBL, dude, we're back.
Holy shit, we are back. I'm thinking we're back.
I'm thinking we're back.
Holy shit, I'm so glad everyone gets to know now.
We no longer have to keep this the worst kept secret in the league.
It was kind of fun watching that with my team because a lot of them were in some of those games. And like some of those just heartbreaking losses that backdoor.
Yeah, the backdoor was pretty painful.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
the game 5 was rough. It's always hard to lose a game 5.
Right, yeah, that was like a brutal series.
There's Wang breaking the curse, which that is the most I've ever lost my mind casting any game ever.
When I was looking through those clips, putting that together, I was just like, how does your voice still function after a scream like that?
It's just sometimes it's an out of body experience. Everyone had been
I
waiting for
guess.
4 years for Wang to not int away a season, and it finally happened. His team won, and that not just won, they dominated.
Team Swain wins the SB.
Well, it was really a vindicating moment. I had been a champion of the Wang for a long time, no matter how badly a lot of his teams were going, and you know, it was a team with me where we finally changed things up, put him in the mid lane, and that led to him having some competitive success. First game of the night, he goes back to the jungle. It was really looking like that real vintage Wang, the model that had been discontinued. But we were talking in the last few games about, you know, because Wang had always been planning to die at 30. Maybe, does the Make-A-Wish Foundation sponsor people of that age? Like, is there a chance that everyone in this tournament is actually just faking a tournament so that Wang can carry a cool losers run in the jungle?
Holy
because
shit.
I believe that more than anything else I can think of.
I'm going to go with that. That's why I let him kill me so many times last game.
Yeah, well
I
done.
wasn't throwing for the kids, I was throwing for the Wang.
The kid at heart.
Alright, let's get into this game.
Skin game, meh.
Oh, we got a 4-skin team. Get that out of here, Joey. Do better.
Yeah, Joey, he's been taking... somebody must have told him that Faker doesn't play with skins, and he's taken that a little too seriously.
Look at Mastery 7. He's the only one in the game with Mastery 7 on his champ, and he doesn't have a skin. Come on,
You
Joey.
hate to see it.
I hate to see it so much.
They've added some cool skins since I've stopped playing this game, dude.
They really have. They're so going all out on those skins. Like every month they add like 8, and they're all pretty sick.
It's a shame I've emptied my wallet for the kids because how am I going to get these 6 skins?
Exactly. I did have to pick up Pool Party Heimerdinger though, because that's pretty badass. But I swear all the rest went to the kids. Alright, we're waiting for Joey's toaster to load this up. Probably doesn't have a skin, dude. Computer can't even handle it. Or maybe we get a DC? I don't know, any of these people have kids they gotta put to bed?
All right, there is some more money for the kids.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Mr. AJS0, for another $25.
Oh, what a cool guy.
I heard you run this tournament just for fun.
Who would do that? Oh, we're 100%.
We're getting really toasted here.
Yeah.
All right, and
Hey,
I
there we
am
go.
on the rip. Now we get to do. Oh no, we're not stuck at 0-0 for too long. Yeah, there's a pause.
Oh, no.
So it was a crash. That's what delayed us getting in for so long.
Oh, yep, 30 crashed.
Well, at least these teams have mentioned what happens. There was a pause in the last game. We literally had no clue why it had paused because no one said it.
Oh, in our game?
Yeah.
Oh, Coffee had to put his kids to bed.
We noticed it later. You know, all's well that ends well. So we'll give Brady a second to restart here. Gives me a chance to rearrange these champions. So I guess that is a win. Was that you earlier that was casting? Was like, you know, it'd be really nice if the streamer would rearrange the champions. Wait, him. I got to do it myself. Shit.
Yeah, that's him.
Hey, real quick, shout out.
I laughed at him.
Yeah, that was good. I was there. Shout out to Thrifty Senpai, who's going to be, after the finals are over, we're going to be streaming some Celeste, where he is running through some of the DLC, and he's donating $1 per death, capped at 500, and he may get close. Celeste, not easy.
Yeah, he's doing, I think, the final chapter of the DLC, which is some of the hardest stuff in the game. So, yeah, I'm expecting a lot of death, although there's also an incentive from Mitch, $50 if he can do it under 25 deaths. And I told him I'd put up 200 if he can do it deathless.
Well,
we'll see.
If once he gets that first death, he might as well just int straight to 500, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Minions have spawned.
So, alright, here we
No
go.
level 1.
Yeah,
Sad.
cowards. Not surprising, but cowardice nonetheless.
Make level 1 fights mandatory in the SBL.
Do you think we should introduce some rules like children's soccer and basketball leagues where, like, when you get up too much, you're not allowed to score anymore and let the other team have some fun?
Holy shit. You gotta just run it down mid.
You gotta run it down mid.
Like
you're up 10k at 10 minutes.
That'd be kind of fun.
Alright, so we are in. We got some nice fatty leashes. Man, I hate this meta. You gotta, like, leash so deep for your jungler so they can save their smite. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to do that. I want to go to lane.
I want to just ignore the jungle completely.
So what if they go gank top? Like, I didn't leash for you to gank top. Oh man, Tree is going deep here. So we got a good setup for Joe and Tree. They're going to rush 2 first. Are we going to see another one of these vintage SBL, the level 1s engage on the level 2s? I hope not.
I hope so. That's what I'm here for. If I don't see that, I'm out. Yeah, Tree on that Senna, he's very aggressive for someone who has such a slow attack speed.
Well, it's good. I mean, he's got a Jhin backing him up, which they're going to have a lot of bully potential, and they're playing into a Nami who is kind of made to be bullied. As Salvo is trading aggressively, but he's gonna take a lot of damage. He's getting wrecked by creeps here, and he's
oh my god, he's dead.
The pathing was the flash out of Salvo. Wow, I cannot believe he big brained that.
That's not something you expect to say in the same sentence as Salvo, but you're right. I cannot believe he survived that.
He was trying to bait. Let's assume it wasn't that big of a raise. Salvo was trying to bait out Cruz's Ignite the whole time, but Cruz didn't have it. Meanwhile, 30 is going to have to flash her. He's taken very low. Like we said, Nami can be bullied very early.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that, at least the last game I watched for 30. He got bullied a ton. Meanwhile, Tree going in on Dan, gets the root. A lot of poke.
Yeah, this is rough. Dan and 30, they want to get these creeps under their tower here. Probably should be able
tower
to.
pressure.
But Joey keeping things online is maybe our best performer of the tournament. As he's played lane well, he's played fights well. No inting.
With Cruisemaster back in base, we see a little aggression into the jungle. Coming out from the shitters.
Yeah, I like that. You've got a Trundle. Like that's a dually boy in the jungle. Even though he is currently down. I haven't been paying that close of attention to his pathing, but he's down a little right now.
See some pings coming out. Can probably know where Wang is. Might still try this gank anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna put a nice chunk down on the Dan. Joey careful, takes a tower shot there. I mean, they're still up big, but not ideal.
Ooh, yeah, he took a ton of minion damage too.
These people, they don't know. Minions, that's all that decides laning phase in League of Legends.
Yeah, it's real easy to lose track of all that minion damage. Tree with the max range root. Just an absolute bully in that lane.
Yeah, I mean, this is turning into a bit of a CS lead. I mean, they're being pushed on, but Albino Joe and Tree, they have perfect ward coverage. I mean, look, they have Dragon warded, they have Tribush warded. There's no way that Devout Milk is going to come in and surprise them here. They have the health advantage, they have their summoners. I mean, they are still just chunking away on 30 here. And they should be able to zone Dan off some more of these creeps, you would think.
Yeah, it's a nice aggressive start. I think they're hoping they can push him back and then meet up with Wang, get that early dragon that he loves.
Yeah, so looking at this, the waves are now resetting here. It is a 10 CS lead at 5 minutes already, so nearly a kill's worth of lead onto Albino Joe, who's up about 230.
Time to pick up a call.
Well, if you're going to pick up a call, now is the time. You either do it now or you don't do it. Dan, if you're listening, now is not the time to pick up a call. Don't do that again.
He's not going to hear it for 3 minutes, though.
Oh, no, he might have it. He might have it. Does anyone have his phone number?
Text him right now.
I don't want to, like, who would embarrass him? Like, text his mother. Like,
holy shit.
What did you raise him?
Text 30. Just the disappointment.
Yes, I said, I text his mother. I gotta say, watching these bot laners get beat up on, that's making me want to play bot lane a little more, man.
Yeah, what happened to the top main or whatever?
I don't know. I have been saying
Jungle
ever
main?
I the comeback, I have no intention of playing top lane again.
No?
There's just too many things I do.
You get a mid? You should support.
I would be probably pretty good
Probably
at support,
would be.
but I don't want to. Listen, man, I really want to play mid, or all the cute girls are mids. Or ADs.
Yeah.
So, like, I've already played them all as ADs, so, like, I want to play mids, you know?
Oh, you want to be a Seraphine main. Don't even
Yeah, I do. You catch me on my OnlyFans selling my bathwater, too. I'll be an expert on bathwater stock prices by the end of the season. Just like, I'm just Dan at 30, you're going to be an expert on playing under their tower here. As, I mean, there has not been a hint of help from anyone on their team. Like we said, there's really no avenues to help here because of where the wards have been placed, but they are
down right now.
Yeah, the Try is down. They have the one of the dragons still, but they did just get a turret, their first turret plate. They're up now about a kill's worth of gold, about 350 on Albino Joe, about 200 on the Xmas tree, actually.
Alright, well, there comes the ward coverage. Wang lurking around that dragon. Is he going to go for it?
Yeah, I mean, Salvo, I guess, Direct the Camera literally hasn't looked at any other lanes besides bot.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
I
where
was
all
just
the
thinking,
action
like,
is.
mid's actually turning into a bit of a lead here. Then top is being dominated by Dr. Maximilian so far.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, coffee off the Shen, maybe a little
Oh,
rougher.
30?
Oh,
What
tree
is
with a
30?
fake B.
Why would you go that deep? What was he hoping to accomplish there? I didn't see the setup, but that looked
Oh,
terrible.
with milk. He was trying to set up his gank with milk, and it just went so early.
Yeah, now Wang is there in the bot lane. His direct camera's cutting back. I'm just Dan has the flash. This one out. He still has a heal available. It's going to be really hard. Devout Milk is trying to get a fear away to get some help for his team. Meanwhile, on the top, and Mr. Coffee does get a solo kill onto Dr. Maximilian. Albino Joe is hard whiffing this Jin ultimate. I think he's in Fog of War, so I mean, of course it's going to be hard to hit. But still, it's 2 kills in the 2 side lanes there for the Shitters as they are on track to keep this losers run rolling.
And this has got to be Dragon Form too. Yeah, what a huge advantage they just got in the last minute.
Yeah, so if you look at gold here, Albino Joe, I mean, Jesus Christ, he's sitting on 2,700 gold. He's about to go have a baddie spend.
Yeah, he's going to come back and just absolutely crush this lane. Oh no. Oh no, look at Salvo. He's got the Dark Seal.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna... Dark Seal is kind of the thing in mid lane these days. The game has changed, Ed.
Yeah, I guess. I'm glad I'm out of there. That would not be a game that's good for me.
Well, not going to be good for Salvo right now either, as he is pushing for so long with no vision. And maybe he's going to just turn and actually put a ton of damage onto Devout Milk, as Timbers is trying to get him. Run for your life, you stupid horse!
Big whiff from Cruz there with the ult. He was so good in those in the early games, so unfortunate. Don't know if it would have been enough to really change that.
Yeah, just to reconfirm, because I see it asked in the Twitch chats, this is a Shitters have to win twice to win. If Moron 5 win this game or the next, they will be champions. It's just a best of 1 double elim bracket. So Coffee is really deep here, and he is about to be really dead. I was going for some vision, I guess, and
yeah, I think he saw Milk, how low he was, tried to get him at blue, saw him on the ward. But wasn't expecting the 4-man collapse, though.
Yeah, did not have the coverage from his team for that one.
Now just continuing to run away with this lane. He's up almost 20 CS at this point.
Yeah, this is really impressive to be getting that big of a CS lead on his Ziggs.
And as predicted, Joe and Tree just beating the shit out of this tower. Joe with that nice big buy.
Yeah,
How much damage he puts out.
Another turret plate. Joe also has the boots, so it should be a little easier for him to be weaving in and out of his attack range. Although there is some threat. I mean, for the situation in that lane, Joe didn't get like a huge extra item out of it or anything. I mean,
right.
it could have been worse given how it feels. And actually now here we
comes
go.
the gank.
Malcolm's coming in. Albino Joe is albino fucked right now. Is unfortunately for the Moron 5, it's gonna be 30 taking that kill.
That seems to happen a lot. I think I remember in game 1, 30 got like a bunch of the early kills.
Yeah, 30 is playing for KDA first apparently. Maybe he's got some like bets on DraftKings on his KDA. Or his KD.
That could be. Yeah, no assist.
Oh, Wang is dead.
Oh!
Wow.
It was the tower shot first. He turned back when he saw the shadow of the ult, and he did get out of tower range fast enough.
Yeah, so that was something for these guys. They chip away at a bit of the gold lead. They're still down about 1,300 gold, but they are not done. They're looking for a big gang on the Cruise Masters. That's going to force a flash out of the Annie, and that's a huge cooldown unavailable now.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge initiate they don't have. It'd be huge for this next dragon fight that should be coming up shortly.
Yeah, Flash Tibbers is one of the iconic Flash ults in this game. And Annie is really about to be entering her power window as Salvo's going back to spend 1,700 gold right now.
Yeah, Cruz starting to close that CS lead. Especially with that kill, they should be pretty close to
Okay,
getting.
if we have any Annie experts in the chat, tell me about the Rylai's Crystal Scepter first on Annie, because that is not what I would have been... I would not be expecting As that was, yeah, still the same move or still the same item I remember it being. You would think you're going to be going for like a Luden's Echo, going for your burst potential. I don't know who Joe Cousert is, but he agrees with me, so thank you.
I'm gonna also agree with you.
It does not make any sense to me. I'm a little
Why
hesitant.
slow him when you're stunning him?
You'd have to ask Salvo that. This is what we get. You call Salvo's big brain once, and you're gonna get shamed for it by everything else he does that game. As Enchanted Crystal Arrow into the knockup onto Albino Joe, and I'm Just Dan is going to get another kill over to his real carry 30. But now, gonna try to turn it here. Can they block this one? You know, they failed this earlier a few times and they fail it again! Are you kidding me?
Joey threads the needle to pick up the kill onto 30.
XD, dude. Fucking XD.
Oh, and I didn't catch it. 30 got the kill again in the bot.
I said it, dude. I screamed it. Dan gives the kill over to his real carry 30.
Sorry, I missed such a good line.
It's all good. I've been banger central this weekend, so you can't catch them all.
Hell yeah.
As Salvo's going in, he doesn't have an ult available, so that's just the casual run in, drop two. I mean, imagine if he had Luden's. Whoa! Flash is traded out of the AD carries. Aggressive play.
Now, did you see how slow Cruz was after that?
Alright, so Chenault coming in very bright and early here. There won't really be much follow-up unless 30 nails a bubble. Whoa, that is a fast horse coming in. No. Teleport is also forced out of Mr. Coffee here. And we got everyone but the ADs in this mid lane. Now it's 30. You are a squishy little fishy. Gonna have to flash out of that one.
Okay, now we got Coffee in the mid lane. Could see an initiation at the drop of a hat here.
Alright, this is a
the
big
dragon
moment.
Is up.
Okay, no. Dan's gonna be backing as well. Joe just got an Infinity Edge. I think I'm Just Dan can match it. Although, Joey will have the upgraded boots here, so that's something. Especially as he's gonna be playing downtown as the Jin a lot. But this dragon, this is a good setup here. There's no Ghost available, just yet for Development to come in on this one. But I think these teams, they're really itching for a fight here. There's the stun, and the horse gets popped. It takes some time, but Coffee on the flank is able to finish that one off. Now, we're seeing this fight get kind of split here. As Tibbers is starting to re-engage here. Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to actually hit the bear. That's not what you were hoping for. But now, Albino Joe with aforementioned Infinity Edge is starting to lay down the crit damage. It's a double kill for Albino Joe. And the curtain is being called. Cruisemaster, can you dodge? Remember, the fourth one does the most, but it will not connect. But still, a 1 for 3 in favor of the shitters. And they managed to pick up, or set up for the dragon as well.
Yeah, just another great team fight from them. Gonna lead to a dragon. We saw the exact same thing 5 minutes ago. Gonna cement that gold lead. Now it's over 3k, and they still haven't taken the dragon.
Yeah.
And maybe they're gonna convert this to bot tower too.
Yeah, I'm Just Dan is very diveable here. And yeah, you see Dr. Maximilian must be recognizing that because he teleports in to guarantee that there's not a dive there. I don't know if the shitters would have attempted it, but I think they could have if they wanted to.
Oh, I think Wang wanted it. That was a good heads-up play there.
Good teleports in my baddie league. Times are changing.
Are we getting too good to be the baddie league? I hope not.
Maybe after the first season back, we'll have to kick people out if they're too good. Like, you vote people off the islands, like, you were too good.
Oh, we banned the winning team, dude.
The whole damn team, you're just out for a season. As
reverse relegation.
Some CC trading going down here, but 30 is running a long way from safety. I think My Wang is going to be able to M2 this one. Oh, maybe not. 30 with a little bit of boost speed in there. Now, Enchanted Crystal Arrow into a Ziggs, into a Hecarim, and they're going to turn that onto My Wang. But somewhere on the other side, Salvo comes in and finishes off. Or sorry, Wang did something to finish off 30. We got a 1 for 1, and I think that's where it gets disengaged.
Well, in the top lane, yeah, those are some wet noodles.
Oh, yeah. But Mr. Coffee, he is hard pressuring that turret. It will not be alive for a whole lot longer. His directed camera is losing its mind. Now Salvo is going to flash in, drop some damage, and imagine if he had a Luden's Echo. Look at that. He was slowed. He still couldn't chase him.
This tower is going to be going down pretty quick.
Yeah, one thing to keep an eye on. Coffee's about to take a few tower hits. He has to ult to safety. That's unfortunate.
That's a big ult to not have down or not have available.
Yeah, fortunately for them, I mean 3 minutes on that Mountain Dragon, so it's not there's not a super imminent team fight, at least. But yeah, this is kind of a hard situation for Coffee Man. He's got the Sunfire Cape, so it's kind of hard for him to close out on this tower because he can't walk up and auto the tower, or else he's gonna just Sunfire and draw aggro on Dr. Maximilian. So that's why it's kind of taken him so long to whittle away at this tower.
Right, and then he's gonna get taunted under it. Yeah, I mean, we saw it.
Yeah.
There, he had to blow his ult to get away.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for him. So, Cruise Master gonna beat Salvo to Annie core item number 1.
Speaking of core items, he's also got the Signet. He's got more stacks.
Ooh, this is the storyline to watch as this game plays out.
That's kind of the Ziggs advantage, right? You can just snipe those kills, at least get assists with the ult.
Well, maybe that's the Annie play. You can flash in and slow their whole team to get the assist stacks on your Majais that he just built.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So just taking a peek at the gold here, Albino Joe still a big lead as expected. A lot of these other gold leads are more on the close side, but a majority of that gold lead is all on Albino Joe.
Got the Zeal up, he's got the boots finished, Dan doesn't have those yet. Doing real good. He's just been so consistent, especially when he gets that Jhin just all night.
Yeah, he's good. He is really been probably the best performing member of this tournament so far. Like I said, excluding that really, really important Moron 5 win that we didn't get to see. So I don't want to discredit them there, but I mean, Albino Joe has done everything you could want out of an AD carry in these situations, and now he's kind of going in, but he's going to get stunned up here. This could be a really big fight. We do see Albino Joe has to flash over the Hector Rim, has to ult to safety, and he still does not hold on to his life. Salvo with some stacks onto the Majais, and now down to the bot lane, Dr. Maximilian defensing out, but these are a lot of low health bars onto M5, and we may see a big, big push here for the shitters. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Mr. Coffee doing what Mr. Coffee does.
Got the teleport available in case anything pops off, and then Wang wants it. They're going in.
Yeah, Dr. Maximilian tries to turn it, and actually that was kind of a big taunt. It turns into a 1-for-1. Cruise Master flashing forward. The bounces over Albino Joe, but he still gets it with the powered up auto. It's a 2-for-2, but Coffee is still laying down the pain in the top lane. But Albino Joe is really coming online here. He just got the rapid fire cannon while he was back in base. And it's Joe time.
Did you see how fast the beginning of that fight Salvo just melted the Bone Milk? The full combo took him to what, like 10% health?
Imagine if he had Luden's Echo, he would have killed him. I don't want to stop hammering on this because this build is so nonsensical.
Hey, I don't know if the build matters at this point. He's got 13 stacks.
If you're ahead as Annie,
so
like the reason you pick Annie is because if you get a slight advantage, you are a one-shotter, and Salvo is not one-shotting people. Oh no! Oh my God, Zeb, I'm an idiot. I realized it.
Yeah.
They're trying to give Wang all the kills. Remember, make a wish. They're making Wang's wish. Salvo can't risk accidentally taking all of these kills by popping people. He's slowing them for Wang.
So the melee champ can catch up. Yeah. All right. I don't know how we didn't see it. We're blind.
Oh, this is why I'm a play-by-play caster. I don't think I don't have the big brain. Very, very smooth brain here in the commentary booth, folks. Alright, Mr. Coffee is really deep here, and Cruz is here to join this one. The knock away will force a flash out of Mr. Coffee. As I need to sit Mr. Coffee down, okay? I'm gonna teach him like Tryndamere and Shyvana.
Oh yeah.
And like just the split pushers, because clearly this is him. This was him a few years ago, the last time I worked with him on top lane. He, I guess, just hoped everyone would say no. He knew he had the ult to defend there, but like, you don't want to be, that is not the goal. As Malphite here is, he's going to be taken down there. Tree is also going to blow his ult there, hoping to save him, unfortunately, unsuccessfully. And,
Salvo gonna go in. See?
Unfortunately,
See, I told you.
he can't stop himself from sniping a kill there on somebody that was already at 40% health. That's going to also force a flash for Flash here as Dr. Maximilian is being hammered on by the Tibbers, and Maximilian realizes he's not going to run away, so he's going to try to turn this. He does have the creeps helping, which could kind of matter onto a small little Annie. That girl is very, very young, but Maximilian is being spelled upon, and now Tibbers, no salvo, playing it kind of defensively. He ducks out at the last minute. He was very deep in Fog of War, but now he's turning up in this top lane. I think both parties will walk out of this one.
They both, I think, at the same time were like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die here." Both started getting nervous.
All right, so we do. What's our timer on Dragon looking like? It's oh, it's not close. It's like only 2 minutes ago.
No,
Yeah, so we got another 3. Hey, thanks to Milk.
Didn't really talk about it. They just picked it up during that fight earlier.
So it is Soul Point, and this team that is ahead will suddenly become very tanky if they get it.
Directed camera gonna just show a Salvo chilling in the base there.
Oh,
all right.
Maybe they're working with Google's analytics. So my phone hears me talk about Salvo all the time. So directed camera's like, oh, we got new data. Watch Salvo.
That's true. You're talking about his items, so it's like, hey, watch him shop.
Look at that. He's getting Magic Pen as his 3rd item.
That's a good call. I like that.
I forget what that builds into. I hope it's not one of those items that last hits.
So here's the thing. Who cares about items? They're all going to change in like a week. That's where I'm at. I should know what that builds into, though.
I'm the most far removed from mid items.
Same.
Alright, breaking down this game state. So it's about a 4,000 gold lead. 4.5 for the shitters, who are up 9-11, never forget. And
Apps in the chat.
Apps in the chat. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the least gold lead they've had at this point in a few games. But this is still, I mean, they are in total control here. But it's total control can be thrown. You know, you have total control of your car, but that you could still drive into a ditch or oncoming traffic. And the shitters are one accidental drive into oncoming traffic away from throwing their lives away and throwing this lead away.
Is Bear in the oncoming traffic, Swift?
I don't know, man. No one's close. Look at where all of the Moron 5 are. They don't know. They have no clue.
They're setting up by Dragon.
And
Dragon's not even up yet.
And this is the beneficiary of how much map pressure they've had. They have been playing on the opposing side of the map for so long that Moron 5 has not been able to set up any forward vision. And so this team decides to rotate to Bear, and they hope the enemy team doesn't predict it, and they are successful. And now they have a wide open playbook.
They had no idea. Not just no vision. None of them even started walking towards it like, oh shit, we don't see them. What if they're at Bear? They didn't know. Until they saw the pop-up, they had no idea. A Dragon's up in 30 seconds? Not gonna give him enough time to push out any lanes too much. Probably gonna go B. Cutting it a little close here.
Yeah, that's a salvo play. You need shot callers to scream at you about when you're allowed to beast them. Oh, Albino Joe. No!
This is it. This is the oncoming traffic you were talking about.
I'm telling you, man. With a car comes great responsibility to not drive into oncoming traffic.
Wow, how deep. That's incredible.
So that is going to fend off the Soul Point for a while. That's actually a really gigantic pick because it keeps a lot of pressure off the Moron 5 for just a little longer. Gives them a chance to start scaling this one up. But there will be a trade here as Mr. Coffee will go take this top lane tier 2.
Nice. Finally getting through that. Still just a massive gold lead on the shitters.
Yeah, but Wayne gonna be a little caught out there. Oh, Mr. Coffee a little out of sync with his team. God damn, Dan gets popped so hard, like, from downtown there, though. What a weird fight.
This is just an ult to poke, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Fine.
There's a lot of poke.
Now we're in that weird spot where there like isn't really an objective to get ready for. You know, they've got the Baron. Can the shitters get anything with that?
Yeah, this is a time I think somebody's probably been screaming at Coffee to group with the team here because they do not want him splitting right now while they have Baron. They want to just be 5-manning down. But it's hard because they're doing it into his Ziggs, but they want to try to get something onto a tower here, as they do not have an obvious split push. Or if they're going to have a split pusher, it should be Wang. But they do not have the wave set up for it here. So I think with the timer on this Baron, they got to just commit to trying to get a cannon creep onto mid. They have 2 AD carries. They have long range onto Salvo. Try to start chunking away at this tower and force the enemy team to engage. And they got to play very safe. Milk is really obviously fishing for it, but he will not get it. The turret is down.
Get the tower, but I think they're gonna lose a top tower to the Shen.
Oh darn, a tier 1 for a tier 3, and Mr. Coffee goes in! He finds the 80 carry, and no, I'm just dead! Albino Joe raining hell from downtown, and this could be a game-ending play if they get this kill on the Cruise Master here, and My Way is 1 hit away from doing it. Salvo comes in, follows up. Dr. Maximilian, he did not have an ult available, or I don't know what happened there, but he was in the top lane, never joined, and now Baron is not there. That is important because it's going to be a little slower to take these towers. Dr. Maximilian gets some taunting. Milk is going in, but you need to be either both play with your lives or not be going in there. And these two members are out of sync. It may have just cost them the game and cost them a bracket reset. Milk now going in, but you probably needed to find the 80 carry there. Still, though, it's only 5 seconds on this bot lane of the Moron 5. I don't know if the shitters can keep pushing here. And no, it looks like they think that they cannot. They're going to back out. And now the arrow! Oh, 30's going! This could be something, Mr. Coffee, no! They're putting so much for the Malphite, but they will get him!
I don't know if that was worth it, but you love to see it.
It's like when you're rock solid and then that Pornhub autoplay goes on to something nasty and it's just, before you know it, completely limp on the top laner.
Still quite a bit of time on the Baron and the Dragon, but yeah, let's talk about Mr. Coffee getting into that team fight. I feel like that's the first one he showed up to, and he just a clutch initiate on I'm Just Dan.
Yeah, that was
really all they needed.
That won the fight. It was Dan's first death of the game. He's been surprisingly quiet. We haven't been shitting on his build as much as the last game.
No, I still don't like the IE rush, but it's fine. No call. He got the bork. It's close enough. Joey, meanwhile, he's up a whole item on Dan.
Yeah, taking a peek at the gold here. It's about 2,200 for Albino Joe. Actually, also gigantic lead for Salvo that we haven't really touched on. About 2,000 for Salvo. I mean, they are up a ton of towers. They've taken Baron. They've probably been farming all the jungle camps for a while. But we've got, about a little over a minute, and we will have both super objectives on the map. There will be a potential soul point here for the shitters, and Baron will be respawning about 20 seconds prior. So there is a lot of pressure to make smart setups on this map right now, and currently the Moron 5 are trying to make those setups from their base with supers hammering down the mid lane. The shitters are still in total control here.
Right, they have the option. Do they want to go for the soul and fight? Do they want to go for the Baron? You know, they know that 30 is going to want to stop that soul. They could set up around the Baron and get it pretty easily.
Yeah, Mr. Coffee is in the top lane. We haven't really seen him successfully join much off of teleport plays. And there is ways for, if Dr. Maximilian catches him, to cancel his teleport with a taunt. So we'll see here. This could be big, but the lane pressure is here for the shitters, as they're 30 wanted to try and find some wards. And what's the timer on Dragon? This recall is wrong. This recall is, yeah, you better cancel
Dragon
that.
now. Yeah.
I was about to lose my mind, and 30 probably did. So Dragon is up. Mr. Coffee, both the top laners, not in this fight. But the Shen will join sooner off the ult if it happens. They're pulling Dragon out of the pit here. Mr. Coffee's still trying to hammer down this top lane. He's not going to join this fight. Dragon is going to die. But Dr. Maximilian, is going to be teleporting in. The arrow is going to hit way too downtown to be followed up on. But now it is a devout Milkweed trying to finish off this Dragon. Is in the madness. Salvo is going to be the first to lose his life. Now the Malphite is coming down the flank. He has popped an unstoppable force on the sidelines. It did some disruption in this fight. It's a 1-for-2 in a great situation here for the shitters, as they're actually mopping this fight up. They get a 1-for-4. They are going to get the soul point, and now they're going to walk down the mid lane and reset this bracket.
Yeah, this has to be it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And getting it back to the base, but we've got minions on the Nexus turrets.
Yeah, I mean, those are supers. Everyone's alive. I'm just Dan. I don't know, gonna try to look cool here. Maybe he's gonna just save his KDA because this one's over. And one of the Nexus turrets already went down. The other one down. We've got more than 10 seconds on all these spawns. And Albino Joe gonna auto away. A good game from the shitters as they're gonna maybe get one more just for funsies. Get that late ace. And we are gonna have a bracket reset. As the second night in a row, our finals are gonna go as far as possible.
Man, for some like one night tournaments, just real quick drafts that it seemed a little sus with some of the owners. These have been some great tournaments this weekend.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. So we are going to put a timer up. We're going to give these teams a moment to catch their breath and plan for the next game. Probably be, I don't know, 6-7 minutes before we get going again. So everyone stick around and we will be back soon.
See you soon.
All right,
We'll talk
ladies
about it
and
during the countdown.
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Real quick, we got just a reminder here as we go into the draft of our bracket reset grand finals. Both of these teams have lost once. The winner of this next one between the Moron 5 and the Shitters will be your BCL League of Legends tournament champions. And before we do that, we want to remind you one last time, we are raising money for Extra Life 2020. 2020 sucked. Let's end this on a high note. And we've already raised just about $2,200 for the Children's Miracle Hospital Network, which is an awesome cause. Our money will be donated to the Marshfield Children's Hospital, local-ish for many of you, most of you probably. And I actually want to come in as an announcement as we're going to try to grind out a little more money real quick. We will be matching the next $200 donated. So if you donate $10 right now, you will get another $10 out of Team Swain, myself, and Zedekiss. So if you have been on the fence about a last donation, your money will be doubled up to the next $200. So once again, you can eat ramen for cheap. Do it for the kids. Empty your wallets.
Sell your car.
Sell your car. You don't need a new car.
Ones.
Your girlfriend is... You can do better by donating to the children.
The kids are dying. And
Traffickers will give you good money.
Wait, don't sell the kids for the kids.
No. Sell the girlfriends for the kids.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
We don't protect adults
Unless your
here.
girlfriend is a kid, then we need to talk.
Yeah. I think we're past that phase then. We're past that phase now.
So I go.
But yes, Team Sway, we are donating. We're matching the next $200 donated. So if you are considering even just a few dollars, a $5 hype train right now would go a long way. I know we had a couple of those earlier. I know you've all given us a lot of money, but I am greedy. I'm a very greedy man. I want more of your money. I want to raise more money for the kids so I can hold my superiority over people when I tell them I raised $2,500 for the kids this weekend. Help me. Help my superiority complex. Donate to the kids.
Speaking of superiority, did I tell you they're sending us a gold medal for how much we've raised?
Oh, poggers. Was that our 2K goal?
Yeah.
Dude, we are poggers as fuck. Give me your Swain emotes and give me your Pog champs in the chat because we are Team Swain and we are poggers as fuck. But we'll get back to that because for now we have the Moron 5 against the Shitters. Both teams are in the losers bracket and one game of League of Legends will determine this champion as we have had a hell of a tournament so far. We've had some good games. We've had some stomps. But right now, the Shitters have all the momentum as the world. As since losing the first time these teams have played, they have been just winning across the map in every game.
Did you notice they have Albino Joe on the bans this time? Because I don't think they trust Wang anymore.
It's rough, man. When you lose the trust to be the banner. I mean, anyone that's followed professional League of Legends back in Season 3, Dyrus and Reginald formally role swapped in the LCS paperwork so that Reginald could be the top laner and Dyrus could be the mid, just so that Reginald could do the bans, and then they lane swapped every game.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's your
That's
esports
awesome.
history. And my Wang joining the legendary ranks of players like Dyrus and his pillow to have the bans taken by force away from him.
Speaking of bans, Coffee, very excited. He drew the Shen ban.
Well, Maximilian, I don't know if Shen was one of his best picks. That was a denial pick for them. So if they don't want to go for that first pick on the Shen again, you just take it away. But unfortunately, that means this Jhin and this Ziggs are coming through for the Shitters, and they've been big on both of these picks today.
That is going to be huge. But the real question I have is, what was the Malzahar ban about?
Maybe somebody's been playing Malzahar. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I suppose I didn't see every game.
Yeah, so we got one pick I want to highlight here is 30 takes to Leona. I really like this. 30 has always been at his best on these big, aggressive playmakers. And Nami, he's been too reactive in these last games. 30 wants to be calling for fights and for skirmishes and being able to do something with his setups, not waiting for a team to engage and knocking them up.
Yeah,
so,
I think that is a great call. And another great call, that Lucian.
Oh, yeah, and
Dan.
that's a Lucian bot lane because they have Orianna, so it's not a... I mean, there's a non-zero chance it's a Lucian top lane. It would actually be very difficult for the Malphite, I think, but I'm assuming that's going to be a Leona Lucian bot lane.
I think it is too. You guys probably caught just the end of the game, but Dan absolutely destroyed our team with that Lucian. He was just untouchable.
Yeah, and then on the other side, Coffee with the Malphite again. He did enough in the last game, but ooh, Dr. Maximilian, a man after my own heart in my former role. Crock-a-doodle-doo, baby. We got Renekton and the Volley Bear to round out the
That's a
picks for the Morat
scary
5.
team.
I like this. When you think of all those iconic 30 teams back in the, SBL like 5 through 8, these were the types of comps they run. Everyone is going to be big and beefy and brawly and running down your face. They want to fight you over and over from 10 to 20 to 25 minutes. You do not want to let the shitters just dominate all these early dragons again.
That's an easy team to feed. But another thing to kind of point out, Wang's got the Skarner. Is that the first time he's got that this tournament? I know it's been banned quite a bit.
Yeah, Skarner, my knowledge of Skarner comes from Captain Flowers, who's a Skarner one-trick and diamond, who constantly tweets about Skarner. Canonically, if League of Legends has a canon, Seraphine's like hoverboard thing actually comes from like brutally enslaving and murdering Skarner's crystal race. So he's been kind
That's
of
part
launching...
of her charm, Swift.
To some people, I mean, maybe that's why we were wondering if she was evil enough to be in KDA. But if like she's actually like a genocidal monster who's trying to cover it up with the power of pop music, it all starts coming together.
Yeah, I think people are into that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I figured.
But that's the extent of my Skarner knowledge. I don't know if it's good or there's just one excited caster who plays it all the time. But some different picks coming out here for this team. Tree actually on the Zyra, so he's sticking with the mage supports. That's a very different type of mage support than the Swain.
It is, but it's another one that I've seen him play quite a bit. He is extremely comfortable on that, and maybe even more than the Swain, he just tends to dominate lanes when he's on the Zyra. Yeah, I think the Zyra Jhin is gonna be just as brutal as the Swain Jhin was.
Yeah, real quick shout out. We did get a little bit of money coming through after we announced the double. 30 with the $10. Sliced Bread 34 with the 20. Holy crap, Sliced Bread 34.
Sliced
There's
bread.
a name I haven't heard in a while.
What's up, my dude?
Hell yeah, dude. Everyone's coming out of the woodwork when we bring the SVL back.
Oh man, yeah, I'm excited for that. All these people that like I probably haven't seen in years. I even had a little bit of that tonight, just like catching up with some of these people.
It's been really
talking
fun.
to Tommy Danner, like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah, people, lives have come a long way since the SBL ended, and especially since, like, the people we've kept the most in touch with stopped playing in the SBL. So, to any of you who may have missed it, breaking news, gigantic announcement earlier this evening. We are bringing back the SBL for Season 12, coming to you sometime in early 2021. Keep an eye on the Swain Discords for more details as we get closer. Is all we really know at this point, but we are super excited to be doing it.
If it's half as fun as this tournament's been, it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, I concur. I think it'll be even better because I think League of Legends, more so than any other game, you really need some weeks to figure out your team. And so I'm really excited to see what we have with the SBL.
Yeah, there's a lot more of that kind of week-to-week storyline stuff. Things change drastically all the time. Yeah, it's a ton of fun to follow.
Yeah, also real quick, if you are around, I think we're going to be doing a little bit of a post-BCL party on voice chat tonight, so if you've been socially distanced and starved of attention like everyone else, go grab some of your favorite beverages, get on voice chat, and let's shit around tonight.
Alright, we got about 30 seconds left here. What's your hot take, Swift? Who's got this one? God damn it. Alright, well, you fuck around with whatever you're doing. I'll give you my hot take. My hot take is it's the shitters. I don't think it's that hot.
Wow. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to hear my hot take? The team that's been dominating for the last 4 hours is going to win. You're a fucking idiot and a disgrace. You want to hear a hot take? 30 washed. Never going to get it back.
That's not a hot take. Jimbone says that in the fucking Valorant stream every week since the start of the season.
But it's wrong in Valorant.
I mean, it is. Doesn't mean it's not hot. That's what makes it so hot. Or not hot. I don't give a fuck. Oh, once again, Joey.
He heard, dude. He's doing
You know what? I'm gonna gift him a skin if he wins.
Dude, we can all come together. After we've raised all the money we can afford for the children, we can donate him all of the Jin skins.
Holy shit. Fuck them kids. Joey needs our charity too.
Alright, man. I'm so excited here. I love this team out of Moron 5. This is, if they're going to go down, they're going to go down swinging, and that's what you want to see. I hope.
Okay, either way, it's going to be a great game.
I hope we get 55 minutes. I hope we get Baron throws, and I hope these teams have PTSD of their late game shot calling for years to come.
30 seconds until minions
Oh,
spawn.
just an average Batty League game then.
So, to me, after the bot lane, which is going to be very different with this Leo Lucian lane coming through for M5, the lane I'm most excited to see, and I'm biased here, is going to be the top lane, because this is going to be feast or famine for Dr. Maximilian. Is the Renekton, I mean, as a Renekton player, you're stroking yourself when you get into this matchup.
I will take your word for it. Not a big Croc guy.
Oh yeah, dude, the Croc is going to be fully hard here.
Still no level 1. I would expect
No, dude,
30 with all
they
his
secured
trick
an
plays and
objective.
stuff.
It was
Okay,
Wang's little
That
Spire.
barely counts. Ooh, they went and stood on a rock for 5 seconds. Boring. We need exciting level 1s. I want to see 10 flashes go out and no kills. No, just this, just the standard boring leash, all that shit. Get to lane late.
Yeah, you know, that's League of Legends. So, alright, well, what's going to happen in the lane phase here? Is Joey going to get 10 kills in lane again? Will this Renekton do what has been promised?
If tree plays Zyra anything like
curious,
the
man.
last few games I've seen, dude.
Yeah, you've seen more than me, so I will give that to you.
He has carried me so hard through some bot lanes that I've tried to lose to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I've just been surprised not to see him, I mean, on something like this Leona. I mean, I know the hookers have been banned pretty much all tournaments. Ooh, Cruz takes a big trade. And, Devout Malk, he's getting snared up, but he's still coming in here. And I think they're gonna maybe force a flash out of tree? No, he's playing this, he's getting stunned. 30, no! I told you he was washed, and washed he is! Despite all that, Devout Malk is going deep here. Albino Joe goes for the auto, a perfect flash out of Albino Joe! 30 went for an ignite there, but it's gonna be a waste. And that is the first blood yet again on Albino Joe.
Did you catch that insane flash discipline out of tree? Most people would have flashed immediately in that situation. He knew he was fine. He just barely outranged that Leona E from 30. I can't believe he held on to that.
Yeah, now in this top lane, Dr. Maximilian, you have bully potential, but not when it's into like 12 creeps.
Wang looking to get a little feisty there. Him and Salvo might be plotting something. They're kind of just hanging out.
Yeah, Dr. Maximilian, he does not look good at this Croc. I'm gonna be honest here. It's Renekton. I mean, Renekton wins lanes at level 2 and 3, and this unfortunately has not gone his way. And Mr.
I think he's just getting poked out.
Yeah, well, that's bad.
I mean, yeah. No, I agree.
But well done out of Mr. Coffee, who, shout out to the Coffee fan club we've got in chat. They have been rooting hard for their boy, and there is nothing better than winning games of League and then watching the replay and seeing your friends just fucking going ham for you in chat.
Oh, what's that like?
I don't know, because everyone's always rooting against me. But Coffee, I mean, he's down a few CS here, but it doesn't matter. He's just rolling through this lane right now. And I can tell these guys don't know me because I just got called sweet. I got a ton of spices. Dan. Dan. Odd decision making. He is still just Dan. As both junglers make their way to the top lane, so the bot laners, Albino Joe is salivating at the cock as he knows this is his chance. As 30 goes in, but Dan has no chance to follow up there. And Albino Joe with some great decision making to go on to Dan. And Albino Joe, the double kill was so close to on the table. And Tree still with the good flash discipline. Look at him. He had half a bar of health. He held onto that flash through it all.
That... Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I get so jumpy when it's like... If someone lands something, it's like, I need to flash it right now or I'm gonna die.
And I love this out of Albino Joe. He knew those top laners, or the junglers were both just top, so he's like, you guys don't have the health. I can push this 1v2. Go. What are you gonna do, cry to your fucking mothers?
Yeah, for someone who just has barely played League, because he can't escape from Tarkov, his game sense came back real fast.
Well, I'm
He is
surprised
just
because
a lane bully.
Joey was not a game sense player.
It's the Tarkov, dude. He learned it finally.
Maybe he, whatever bad habits he had got solo queuing with Wang, he was able to unlearn in his years of meditation. And now, my Wang, making a wish to escape out of this one.
Oh, man, did you see that? Milk was sitting in the bush watching Wang kill that scuttle crab, waiting for Cruz to get over there. He was within melee range, and Wang had no idea.
That's League, man. It's all a game of trigger discipline. As Cruz has got to be careful here. Salvo has an ult. If he lands one more move, he's going to chuck the ult out, and Cruz has to flash it.
Gonna be a ton of turret pressure for Salvo. Cruz sticking around. He's in Q range.
Yeah, and he's getting cute. He knew 30 was coming, but like 30's just coming to take these creeps, dude. You're not staying alive. 30's
Right.
gonna go. Oh, he does actually get force a flash on a Salvo, as that was actually a really good snare at the edge of tower range.
Looks like we're getting set up around the dragon. Yeah, Wang's already on it. He's got it down to half.
Yeah, but Renekton coming in. Croc-a-doodle-doo, baby. Coffee is not here to join, so what will happen in this Outman fight is that is a big Croc. The dragon is going to go down to my Wang, but at what cost is the first kill? It's, once again, for the last game tonight, going to be going over to 30.
Oh, man. Even on Leona has, like, no damage. Well, that's not true if you saw that Tizzy versus Joey 1v1 earlier this afternoon.
I can't wait to go back and watch that. It sounds like there was some good shit in our salty suite today. As there he is, Coffee just split pushing away. It's gonna take.
That's gonna be 2 plates?
Yeah, that's gonna I think even up the CS differential. Towers are worth as much as I think. And yeah, the CS or
yeah.
gold is dead even in the top lane, but he has to be careful here. He's still playing aggressively. If Renekton plays his cards right, he's gonna just barely not be able to get the double dash there. So, taking stock to the bot lane, still pretty even. This is a CDR, yeah, attack damage and CDR. So, Dan, he's down a little bit on the AD, but not much. The bigger thing's probably the boots on Albino Joe, that he can weave in and out of auto range a little more, since he's going to have a lot of tools to be outranging Leo Lucian.
Oh, just every time they trade, there's just an insane difference in the amount of damage they're doing right now. You watch Wang slowly clear this ward. Kinda getting collapsed on though by the Moron 5.
Yo, how is Tree only level 4? I thought 30 was low level, but Tree is... I don't know what's been going on there, but here we go. Coffee coming in. He only hits one with the ult, but he is a very outmanned here. They're trying to set up for Salvo from downtown, but Salvo is still not chucked out an ult. Here it comes. Salvo's going to hit 4, and that make him miss all of the Moron 5 to turn from this one. But still, I don't think anyone is at any threat of dying here. Meanwhile, I'm just dead. Oh, he's in some danger. He's got to pop a heal. He's snared, but he should be able to hold on to his life.
Going back to the supports, I think they've both kind of been roaming. We saw, 30 was in that mid lane. As the fight breaks out top. Wang? Wang?
He must have been very convinced of his own death. It was foretold.
Alright.
Listen, all I'm saying is if you're betrothed... Betrothed? How do you... Betrothed?
Close enough.
When your fiance's got to donate about how you always disappoint. That's the kind of plays you make. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Swain, legends, my Wang, coming back into full form. Oh.
Gonna be the Rift Herald going over to the Moron 5. No one on the shitter's close enough to really contest this.
Maybe it's betrothed. Like one of those piss drops at a shitty music venue and my Wang's getting pissed on by everyone in the top lane.
You nailed it. 5 tries you got there, though.
There's a lot of turret plays, though. 4 of the 5 taken in this bot lane. I mean, it's going to be really split there, so it's only like 2 creeps apiece. Not as nice as focusing it all onto Albino Joe, but still. Whoa, 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 whoa! Woo, woo! Sound the fucking alarm, police! Albino Joe is up 30 creeps and I didn't notice.
Oh my god. 30 creeps and the kill and the tower plates.
Well, you know what happened? 30 just spent 2 minutes roaming. I bet that's what happened.
I mean, he was pushed under the tower the whole time.
And now Dan's down 1,400 gold. Albino Joe. Somebody told him he was on pace here to get that MVP of the tournament. And he's about ready to end his No Nut November early because he cares about his KDA. Yo! We got a bunch of subs through right now. Extra Fluffy just gifted 10 subs. So we apparently still can gift out subs as they're going to a bunch of the BVL. Thank you so much, Mr. Fluffy, as well as Hippie I Am 93 with a pride. And now in the top lane, a flash forward on Dr. Maximilian, but he's going very low. He's just barely secures it with the Renekton AoE.
Oh, I thought Coffee had that.
That was a dicey fight because Dr. Maximilian, look at him. He is sitting on almost 1,900 gold right now after that kill. He was choosing to fight there with a lot of gold in inventory, so that's a very aggressive play. But it comes through huge because he had a ton of caster creeps. And now when he spends, he is really going to be hitting the Croc Zone.
Especially with all that gold they're getting off this tower. Maybe not all of it, but 4 plates? No, just 3.
Hey, you'll take that. There's still some, that's some gold. As this gold lead, it's still there, but it's nothing to FF over, nothing to tilt over if you are the Moron 5. It's about 1,500 gold in the favor of the shitters right now. Mostly
not
all coming from literally all coming from Albino Joe. As whoa, man, this is actually back and forth across the map. The solo laners are up about 1,000 apiece, actually.
It's gonna be the second Drake going over to the shitters. Uncontested.
This is good, man. After the first time these two teams played, I spent so much time roasting the shot calling of the shitters, and my Wang is going to go for the flash ulti skills, and it's going to land. There's going to be a CC chain there, and Cruise Master going right to a gray screen.
And it goes on to Joey, too. That's the last place the Moron 5 want that to go. Just so far ahead.
Yeah, they're going to get some big damage on this mid lane tower, maybe get a take here. And this is just the Moron 5, or sorry, the shitters. After, I thought they had no hope of figuring out shot calling, but this team has really come together over the course of this tournament. They're playing pretty intelligent League of Legends now. I love their dragon control.
Right, and that's something that Wang, especially recently, has gotten so good at. He's all over the dragons. He's getting those Rift Heralds as soon as they're up. That's what's carrying him to gold, dude.
You'll love to see it.
Top lane's still looking pretty good for
Mr.
Dr.
Coffee's trying to
Maximilian.
decide if he wants to ult in right now. And there we go. Look at all that creep damage. Oh,
Got
Dr. Maximilian, if you baited him any harder. Forces a defensive ult out of Coffee.
That could be the pressure he needs to take that tower. I don't know if Coffee wants to stick around here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to try to... He's going to just push the creeps, and he's going to probably go set up Vision. Actually, oh, alright, he's got a sweeper, so that's good. He should be able to get some money out of that, because he's clearing at least 1 ward here.
Alright, some good team play. Love to see that. Here's Joey picking up his first real item. Got the IE.
Yeah, IE, Boots of Swifties. As he's also got a crit cloak. As, does that go into rapid fire cannon? I'm not even sure. I like always buy the components of that hole. I guess you probably always buy the other components on other 80 carries, but it's maybe a little different on Jhin. But still, though, it's 2,500 gold lead here as we're well into this minigame. Oh, look at guys! Everyone, look! I'm just Dan. Has purchased the Essence Reaver. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! We got a fight going here. As this is very spicy. My Wang is gonna be the first of all, but Maximilian dies as well. He had no ult available there. Is now The Moron 5 have no direction to go but forward, and Mr. Coffee on a big flank is, look at this Malphite damage coming through. Mr. Coffee is going to pick himself up a double kill, and it's a 1 for 3. It might not be done as Albino Joe, if he lands one of these, there's a slow on the Devout Milk. Mr. Coffee has the armor, he's taking the turret, and Albino Joe is on a killing spree from downtown. 1 for 4 in favor of the shitters.
Yeah, Wang going down early there, but it doesn't matter when your AD is that far ahead. If they can stay alive, you are going to win that fight, especially when your Malphite's in the back line.
This is so bad. This is so bad. They can turn on him. They can kill him. Dr. Maximilian he is so lucky that the team did not just, I mean, they respect the Fog of War. I don't blame them for not being kill there, but he is very lucky that they were not kill there.
Someone just found out the hard way that you can't cancel TP anymore.
I mean, that's a huge cooldown, too. Because this team, they really want Maximilian split pushing down his side lane. And they need to do something to create some pressure because this gold lead really ballooned after that fight. We're now looking at about 5,000 gold lead for the shitters. As they're going to slow on a Cruise Master. Wang, yeah, he's stinging. There comes a big Coffee ult to follow up and 1 kill. Feels like that's not all it's going to be. Maximilian hoping for a prayer there, but he's just not quite enough damage after. Oh, sorry, I'm just Dan. Tries to put on some damage. He gets 1 shutdown on the side, but 30 has the flash defensively. It's a 1 for 2 right now as the shitters are going to be extending their lead. I think that's all it's going to be for now.
That I just caught. Tree has been involved in every kill so far for the shitters. That explains the low level. He's just been making plays everywhere, and this is pretty much what I expected out of his Zarya. Catching roots, he's putting out the damage, laying down the CC.
It's impressive he's done this much without even tossing out a Graviton Surge yet, but more impressive with the 100% KP is going to be, I think, Albino Joe. The 5, 1, and 3 has also been involved in every kill, and that just shows who the difference makers are for this team. Salvo, we know you wanted to play bot, but you did not deserve it, because Albino Joe is... I don't want to say he's played the best league of his life, because that's disrespectful for the amount he played before, but relative to the state of this tournament, he is the most above everyone else we have ever seen him, by far.
There's a world where, like, Tree is playing mid, and it's, like, Joey supporting Salvo bot, and I don't know. I think we got the best outcome here.
I don't think they're playing in the finals there. I really don't. As it looks like the shitters, they want to contest this, and they're getting some nice damage out. My Wang flashes, but he had no ult there, so Lucian's going to just dash away. That could be an expensive cooldown. Is Dr. Maximilian is split pushing top, but he does not have a teleport to join. Neither will Mr. Coffee, neither will Cruise Master, who just spawned, but some good shot calling out of the Moron 5 to collapse here. Oh, and that ult is going to be flashed. It's going to be secured by Devout Milk, so there will be no soul point yet, as we're going to have a very explosive fight here. Mr. Coffee, the first to fall after the dragon. And now, an ult onto Albino Joe. I think he's going to go down as well, and that's a big bounty taken by the Lucian. I'm just Dan coming online here, gets a double kill onto my Wang. And the Moron 5 in our last game of the night. They're not done, putting big damage down onto Salvo, or on the Cruise, onto the Xmas tree, but not securing it. But still, they have just chipped into that gold lead big time, and we are not done yet, folks.
Red team's turret has been
I think that fight might have changed everything.
And Dr. Maximilian gets 2 towers! He gets 2 towers, Zed!
God.
That could not have gone better, and this is it! This is why 30 is so highly regarded by every league player we know, because when it has to happen, he just finds these fights over and over.
It took us so many games, but we finally saw it. We saw the old 30. Holy shit, if he can keep doing that, he's gonna win the next SPL. Easy.
Well, he's never won one yet, 0 for 8. But there's no time like there is no time like the present, and I can finally say that again. So here we go.
Shell's gonna be huge though.
Yeah, Shelly's gonna get some damage here. It's gonna be just the one. Oh, actually, almost takes the tower there, but not quite. But this is still a good spot here for the shitters, as they can get a lot of map pressure if it's a 2-0 tower dip in the mid lane. That opens up this map, and Albino Joe wants to poke them off. The creeps are going to come in. The creeps are going to finish off this tower. There was a lot of poke going down, as there was a lot of damage going down. The Moron 5 have played this about as poorly as you possibly could, as they're going to give up a tower. They're going to give up 2 kills. They're giving up the split pressure in the bot lane. And just as quickly as we thought this might be a game, the shitters want to grab this one back for themselves.
30 might be able to set up a sick engage once in a while, but look at how many of the people on the shitters can just set up an insane team fight. The Malphite ult, the Skarner ult, the Zyra ult.
And they keep letting themselves get poked. They're not being committal enough to start, like 2 moments in a row here. So they're just getting poked, and now they no longer have the agency to take these fights. And it's just been really a worst-case scenario for the last minute and a half here, as 30's probably lucky that didn't connect. Oh, he's gonna get chunked here, as Salvo may almost finish this one off.
Yeah, I think that locket might have been just enough. Without that, he might have died.
But while this was all happening, Coffee took the tier 2 down to the bot lane. We're now 5-2 tower differential. We've got about 2 minutes on the dragon. So we're still multiple dragons away from soul points here.
There's the Soul Stealer coming out from Salvo on the Ziggs. Only 2 stacks, not anywhere near how he was doing last game. But might as well start the snowball now if you can.
Hey man, nothing says SBL like your 0-1 mid laner picking up with the Jayas.
Well, you don't want to pick it up after you get all the kills, right? It's too late then.
That's why I'm not a mid laner. I don't think like that. My bad. Salvo with the brain of above average size.
Yes, stick to your bottom of your top lane. Kinda starting to get some vision set up around the dragon. Everyone's kinda heading in that direction.
Yeah, Dan does get some nice damage out of this tower, but I'm just Dan's about the I'm just dead. He may have been taking a rip of a fatty. Oh, actually, no, wait. He's got so many more teammates here than I realized. And suddenly, the 2 carries of the shitters are going to be taking the shit. But now, Mr. Coffee is here. He gets a big ult off onto 2. It's a 1 for 2 so far, but the Moron 5 are pushing this forward, making a 1 for 3, and they should be able to get this tower. And once again, the Moron 5s, it looked like they were falling apart, managed to find a big play. They may not be done to Bout Malcolm. That is a fast, scary police bear looking for the Xmas tree. Wants to finish him off, but will not be able to. But the tower is going to be big. The gold lead once again chipped away substantially.
Got the dragon up in 20 seconds now.
Yeah, this is big. They have all the setup they could want here. And My Wang, he's a Skarner. You know, it's not like he doesn't have a cheeky way to get in to try to contest that Drake. He has to run through all of the contest. Cruisemaster can put a ball wherever My Wang is entering. And guess what? My Wang is going to take a shockwave to the face if that happens. Cruisemaster, though, he is setting up the pit. That's a mistake. That has let Wang into the river. They should not have done that. And now suddenly they are a lot more concerned than the setup should have made them. My Wang is actually starting the dragon up. And Moron 5 may have blown this one. Dan is a fucking moron. Why is he in the top lane? Why is he in the top lane? And now, for no good reason, it's going to be soul point forced by the shitters, and they're not done. They're flashing. They're feeling the sting. Dr. Maximilian felt that right in the no-no zone.
30 is raging so hard right now at Dan.
It was indefensible. He's the 4-1 Lucian. He had to spawn. He had the rush straight to the dragon that his team had such a brilliant setup for. And he must have just thought his team already had it secured. And now, he might... Oh my god. I don't think they're going to do this because these members are close, but... I mean, Coffee is zoning pretty effectively right now. This Baron is going to be going down pretty fast. Well, maybe not that fast.
Vision.
Yeah, keep an eye on the minimap here, as it looks like 30 is getting in now. The Baron has still got a lot of ways to go. Salvo will have an ult in just a moment here that he can follow up, but Coffee is going deep. He's taking out Cruisemaster. No shockwave cast in this fight, but the Baron damage is turning into something monumental, as it's already 2 kills for the Moron 5. Dr. Maximilian is so deep. My Wang is barely going to make it out alive, and this Baron is very low. It's going to be 4, maybe even 5 kills, and it's going to be a Baron. Oh no, Zed, we said you do not want to drive into oncoming traffic, and My Wang just drove into a tree at 100 miles an hour!
This one's on you, dude. You said you wanted a 50-minute game and a Baron throw. I think we just got it.
I asked for this.
They're... Oh my god, the shitters have been so far ahead this whole game, and they just keep giving the Moron 5 a chance to get back into this. Dan throwing as hard as he possibly could, not even showing up for the dragon fight.
It was all a plan, dude. He just wanted to bait them into Baron by throwing the dragon.
Yeah, sure.
You haven't smoked enough weed to think of that one.
He's like 5 levels too deep for me right now.
And for the first time, the Moron 5 have taken a gold lead.
Holy shit, what a comeback from them. Joey he was so far ahead, now he's 5 and 4. He's pretty even. Dan he's showing up just as hard as he did on the Lucian game against us. Just kind of slow start, and he just popped off and we couldn't touch him.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a decent power window for Lucian. Like, 15 to 30 can kind of be a time. Like, especially like 15 to 25 is really a time where if the Lucian's going to happen, it's going to happen. And this game, it has happened. I'm just Dan 6-1-2. He heard the Albino Joe hype, and he didn't like it. And Albino Joe got his worst score in a while. I mean, he's still done a lot well, but it's just a world of difference. I mean, he was what, like 15 and 0 in the last game, like
something like that. But the shitters are not out of it yet. They're still on Soul Point, so that's probably their next big chance to get into this. They got 2 minutes on that dragon. You know, Dan's getting big, but they've got very good initiate to take him out. The Skarner, the Malphite, even the Zarya.
Yeah, and it is a Lucian, so he has to be playing aggressively to get in and doing his DPS. He's not like Albino Joe, who can sit behind all of the lines and start with a curtain call, start with a long-range snare. And if Dan gets caught out, this is going to be a very dicey fight for the Moron 5.
Or, you know, maybe he just won't be in the next team fight.
Still, though, I mean, this Baron didn't do a whole lot here. The Dr. Maximilian is caught as somebody that's really caught. He's as dead as somebody that's really dead. And I don't know, this is, whoa, whoa. Suddenly it's 2 kills over to the shitters, and once again the Moron 5, maybe a bad setup there. They wanted to bail their teammate out, and they probably should have just left Dr. Maximilian out to dry, as now they're going to lose multiple. Oh my god, that Lucian will put out some damage, and that's going to stop the chase. It's only a 0 for 2. There shouldn't be any objectives taken, but still, kill gold over to the shitters.
They are not out of it yet. Be clearing out this jungle, getting the vision set up. 45 seconds left on that dragon. Once again, Soul Point. This next fight's gonna be massive. Oh, Salvo.
I mean, if he dodges right here, I think I'm just Dan can duel him. But that's a big, if he dodges right, that has to force him back into attack. And there he goes! He hears me, and look at that damage!
Salvo whiffing everything he's got.
And that's an important flash off of one of the big carries for... Carries in theory. Carry champions, carry positions, even if the score is 1 and 3. Oh, he sold the Magi's!
Oh no!
He sold the Magi's!
That hurts. I've done that. That cannot feel good.
Wow. That, I mean...
Oh man.
I know we call everyone a non-ironic cuck, but like... That's a cock play, dude.
He's just hoping his team hasn't noticed.
Your Albino Joe is getting pounded, and all you gotta do is listen through the door, just like John Gruden wanted. But here we go. This is a gigantic dragon fight here. This is Soul Point if the shitters can secure. They currently have control of the top of the river, but the Moron 5 have made it up to the pit from the bottom. Both of these teams are laying it all on the table here. They got to be very smart about how they play this, as the carries are going to get split from the lines. And I'm just Dan. He goes too deep. I'm just Dan is dead. Devout Milk about to join. Oriana down as well. And the Moron 5 have completely blown this fight. They're going to take Salvo, but they're going to be aced in the process. No, Dr. Maximilian will eventually make it out, but this is still Dragon Soul for the shitters.
I loved that initiation from the shitters. Wang with the Flash Skarner ult onto the carry, I'm just Dan, and at the same time, Mr. Coffee goes in, disrupts the backline with his Malphite ult, so nobody is able to save Dan.
Well,
That
right,
excellent coordination.
right as the words were coming out of my mouth, the carries are being really split from the tank line. Wang sees it happening and gets right onto Dan before he has a chance to react. And
There was no reason for him to be that far up ahead of his tanks.
no, it was a disaster. He was just, it was too hopeful of a flank out of the Moron 5. And now that's a Dragon Soul. It's an Infernal Soul.
They need to just let 30 be the one to pick these fights. Every time 30 picks a fight, it goes almost perfectly for the Moron 5. And every time they don't, well, you know, they look like the Moron 5. We're getting set up around the Baron now.
Yeah, I like this. Dr. Maximilian's having none of it. He's going to go set up this split push. Coffee or Salvo, if they want to match, they have teleports available, but they got a long way to go, and they're currently playing with their team. And Maximilian should be able to get some good pressure down here, so we'll see what can the Moron 5 do with it. Keep an eye on Mr. Coffee. He has the ult available. Dan is ahead of his team right now. Dan, are you learning?
I mean, Wang doesn't have the flash, right? He's got to be safe then. That's how it works.
The thing that just really scares me is Tree is one long-range snare. That's a hard... Oh, Cruz is one mistake away. Now he's feeling this thing. 30 is going to whip the snare, and now Coffee is into something in the backline. Cruisemaster down well before he hits any damage, and 30 about to follow. This is looking like it could be the last disaster here for the Moron 5 as they actually are getting some turn damage here. What in the world? I mean, Dr. Maximilian and Development are fighting this. They're going to take out Tree as well. I think they're going to get aced eventually here, but what a clusterfuck. I'm Just Dan has now come out of base. He's training for Salvo. It's a 4-for-4 so far. Who wins this duel? It's got to be my Wang, right? My Wang doesn't, but he's not going to solo any objectives. And a perfect start to the fight ends up not being a perfect fight for the shitters. And this game is still a long ways from over.
The Moron 5 can really thank Devout Milk for that. He was just unstoppable in there after they got initiated on. He took out Albino Joe just about on his own. Pretty much stopped him from doing any damage in that fight, and that's really what enabled them to hang on to that after Cruz just got caught up by my Wang. Kind of Cruz or Dan getting caught. Sort of the story of this game.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of chance to talk about Cruz, but the 1-8 on the Orianna, and I mean that's a fairly safe champion. I want to really hammer this home again. Skarner, those are telegraphed catches from Skarner. Like, the Malphite is a much more surprises you with the range he can close champion. The fact that it's the Skarner that keeps finding these picks is just, it's really rough stuff out of the carries on the Moron 5. And Cruz has been having a really rough game.
Yeah, I think what really kind of hammered that home for me is I didn't realize he was even on Orianna because I haven't seen a huge shockwave all game. We're 33 minutes in. I don't remember one.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got a few big setups. He can toss onto the volley, he can toss onto the Leona, and he can just really play deep in the back line, and he has just not been able to do that. Still, though, we're hitting a pretty reset situation here. I mean, these teams, it is essentially their game 5, and they're kind of playing like it. They are playing this cool and calculated to the best of their ability. I mean, we're hitting a point where it's almost worth talking about what happens if this goes late, and I have to think it's going to be an advantage to shitters. Oh my god!
Again!
He was too deep. He's gonna, I mean, there, you wanted a shockwave, right? It did 15% of Wang's health, maybe? Maybe 10?
I didn't even notice.
And it's going to turn into a Baron start. They're going to try to force this. Devout Milk is around the run into the pit. If he wants to... Wait, Devout Milk is going top lane. That's Baron. Or he's taking the long flanking. Whoa! No, this Baron's going a little slower than I anticipated. But there's a beautiful ult out of Mr. Coffee, and they're not going to let that that bear get into range. And there is nowhere to go but in here. As actually Dr. Maximilian is putting down some big damage. 30 may have accomplished something with that engagement. Albino Joe with a really good flash out. And now it's 3 members alive. They have the Baron buff. Cruisemaster spawns in a moment because he fed so early there, so they will not lose here, but there is going to be some major base damage taken.
And Dr. Maximilian also out of place in that. The shitters saw him still, he was fucking around in the mid lane. So they knew it was 5v3 and they had plenty of time to finish off the Baron before the fight really got going.
Look how deep Wang just went. That fight starts and ends with Cruz being caught out by Wang.
What is the cooldown of that? Holy shit.
And now they're going to do some damage here. It's a jungler and a support coming up. Not ideal for defending your base. We still have more than 10 seconds before the top or the AD. And I think they're going to just settle for this one here. But still, though, some base damage has been dealt.
Now Elder's up in 20 seconds. Crew's going to be late to that fight.
Yeah, 30 really wants to just delay some backs here. I think 30, he wants to buy time for his team to spawn because they want to take this Elder for themselves. But, I mean, everyone has health on the shitters. This could turn into a really big fight here. Mr. Coffee's taking a lot of damage with 30. He's in deep. He's a little too deep. He has to flash defensively. It's not going to be enough. Albino Joe yet again on a rampage. Albino Joe has quietly come online after his slow start. And now it is the shitters that are in control of this Elder Dragon. No one that can challenge is anywhere near it. And the shitters are going to get this Dragon Soul Elder Dragon.
As a desperation play out of 30, hoping he could catch anyone to give his team an advantage.
Zed, hit X. Look at these gold totals.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Albino Joe has 3,800 gold right now. My Wang has 2,400, and they still know the right play. Oh, Devout Milk just gets the surprise of his life as he is currently a real far way away here. As now he realizes he has to recall, but it is too late. The carries are down. Dr. Maximilian has fought outnumbered a lot of times, but I think his luck is finally going to run out. 30 just playing this out one last time, but it will not be enough. And there is an ace onto the Moron 5, and after losing their first game of the tournament, the shitters will run through the entire losers bracket, and the shitters are not SPL champions, but they are the next best thing.
I won it for the kids. Wow. What an incredible run. They were so coordinated the whole time. Especially these last two games. Especially the Wang and Coffee, like simultaneous ults. Just the Moron 5 had nothing to answer that.
Yeah, that was some incredible-ish League of Legends, folks. And it looks like we raised some money while we weren't watching, which is good because we're still doubling some money. So real quick, anyone that maybe did not catch... Oh, damn, Galnier with the big 1-2-0 that he wants doubled. Once again, folks, we are doubling up to $200. So the next $50 donated will still be doubled. So if you want to toss out some last-minute donations, this is your great chance to do so. But that is going to do it for the League of Legends tournament. And that means League of Legends now comes to a sad, sad end for a few months until we bring back the most triumphant League of Legends tournament that has ever existed, the Swain Batty League Season 12. Keep an eye on all our Discords. But as far as this event goes, we are not done for the night because we still have some kind of post-party action coming on the stream, as we will have Thrifty Senpai streaming a Celeste speed-ish run, $1 donated per death, up to 500. So once again, we will be matching every dollar donated up to, I think it is $23.93. So we are getting close. Oh, whoa, Jesus, a bunch of money just came in.
Oh, that was me.
Or was that us
Part
doubling? No, Salvo just donated $100, and Josh Cruz just donated $300. So we are doubling everything. Good God. We are now in range. After a Thrifty Senpai donation, we are in range of tripling our initial goal. And, I mean, we will be tripling the goal as soon as we drop this big chunk of Swain money. Jesus, thank you guys all so much, as Josh Cruz has now taken top donor back, which I think is what he wanted out of this event. He may not have won the tournament, but he gifted the skins, and he gifted the kids money. So everyone,
thank you, Cruz.
Thank you so much, Cruz, and to everyone else that's donated. This has been such a massive success. I'm so happy everyone was excited to play. I was so happy everyone was excited for the kids. I look forward to seeing you all next year for Extra Life 2021, when we will be back with who knows what, but it'll be something. But for now, stay tuned for eventual stream cut, and we will be back with Thrifty Senpai on the Celeste.